My name is Rasheed Sheffield, and I'm the head band director here at Malcolm X Shabazz High School. What made me be interested in being in a band, growing up in Newark, there was various parades that my parents used to take me to. One parade that rings the most in my head is the African American Heritage Parade, which was a big deal back in the 1980s. I've seen a lot of high school bands. I decided when I got older that that's what I wanted to pursue. I was a dancer, so me being discovered at the Leaguers, it was a teacher that said I was different than the majority of the kids in the classroom and that my mother needed to do something with my talent. So I had a choice to go into dance school in East Orange or going to New York. So when I chose New York, I was dancing among people that was already doing commercials and television shows. Those were my friends. I don't see them much today because some are relocated to California, but that's like a baby Hollywood. So when I went over there and started dancing, I danced for 5 years. I tap danced with Savion Glover, all that stuff. But then when I got to high school, I wanted to be on the band because all my family went here. And I knew I was gonna be a Bulldog since 1984, when my aunt used to go here and bring me to basketball games. So me sitting behind the pep squad and watching them cheer and watching that whole gymnasium filled with kids, and it was just like, that was my first taste of black college and high school, and like, oh my God, wow, it's like this at 5 years old. So I already knew I was coming here. So when I got on the band, it was just something that I knew I was gonna be on the drum line. I knew I was gonna be a drum major. I knew I was gonna go to a HBCU. I knew I was gonna pledge fraternity. All this stuff I kinda knew as a young age because we had shows like Different World and School Days, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna do that. And everything that I wanted to do, I did, and nobody didn't stop me. So that's how I knew that I was coming here. Even though my mother tried to send me to West Side, I was like, no, I'm coming here. So that's just how it stuck. And then each year I stayed, and I said, all right, this is gonna be my last year. I'm gonna do something else. But it was the talent that was coming in. The talent that was coming in and seeing what my talent pushed off on some of the students. And I was just like, oh, okay, well, I am kind of good at this. But music was not my major. I just loved music because that was in the household. All my cousins, we sung, we danced, we did stuff like that, you know. The fall of '93, I was on the drum line. I played tenor drum, and then my sophomore, junior, and senior year, I became head drum major. It taught me how to become a better student leader under the direction of Mr. Hassan Williams, which was the band director at that time. And it actually pushed me to go to a HBCU, which was Norfolk State University, where I continued to march in the band there as well. As an individual, it taught me hard work, dedication, determination. It taught me consistency. It taught me how to work well with others. It taught me to take constructive criticism, and it taught me to be a better leader. Well, we do community service. We go outside, we practice within the community, march up and down the street in the community. We represent the school in a positive way. We're always being in the forefront when it comes to marching bands. And we also recruit and encourage kids to be a part of something that's positive. Well, everyone that told me things, preparing myself for college, I actually listened. The generation, of course, is much different than today. So my seniors, the only thing I can tell them is to stay consistent, stay dedicated, stay focused, be head-driven, be successful, think outside the box, and just shoot for the stars.